Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it might look as though it is a bit of a mess on my table. It is, but it is an organised mess. So today I'm doing a little bit of experimenting. So I'm using these two dies. So this one is Grand Nestabilities Decorative Elements, and they are 4 different sizes of circle dies, and they've got this gorgeous trim on. So I thought I would make it in, use the this one, which is the second one in, and make a card base. So I have used an 8x8 inch square card and then just run it through my die cutting machine just to give it a nice pretty edge, and also because I really wanted to have another go at making a circle card. I did do one at Christmas and I absolutely loved it. So these have recently just come, I've recently just got these, so I thought, why not have a play? So that's the first die set. The next die set is this one, and this is, do they actually have names? So this is Shape Abilities, I'm assuming. I'm not 100% sure because I can't find a name on it, but it is this pattern. So I've got the bits that are left out of this, and then I've also got this, and I thought I could use it as some sort of texture. I am going to bring in my distress inks and build up a background. The other thing that I thought I might add is this digi stamp from the lovely Julia, and this is Tilly Tot, and it's from the Toadstool collection, because I thought she would look really nice. So I do need to colour her up. And then the last thing that I thought I might use is I might use some of the elements from this paper pad. So I did get this from the Works. It was in the sale for £1.50, and I think it was in January that I bought it. I did already have one in, but so as you can see, it's going to be a very girly card. So I'm in a very girly mood today. Well, I must be if all I've got out is pink. I seem to be, with the Toadstool collection, I just want to work with pink for some reason. Not sure why, but I do. I will probably come back on and do probably something a bit different with them instead of just pinks. Let me see if I can find my cloth. There it is. Just to make sure that there's no inks on there. So I'm coming in with, so this is my Victorian velvet. Actually, before I start, let me just move these just a second. I'm thinking that I will just quickly wipe my table just in case I have any sort of remnants of any other inks, because I've done that a few times now and it's been a bit of a nightmare. So then I've had to start all over again. So yeah, so that's a tip for you. Okay, so there we go, that's much better. Right, so yeah, I'm bringing in this distress ink in Victorian velvet, and all I'm going to do is just do some ink blending right around the edge of the card, just to bring in some colour. So I do need to pick out some of those bits from the back sheet, but I will do that at the end. So I really am just going around the edge. So just along here. There we go. And then maybe some at just this top edge as well. Right. Okay, so that is that done. And as you can see, they just pop out quite easily. But I haven't gotten around to doing it yet. Okay. Next thing I want to do is I do want to bring in some of this, so I am just going to tear it out because I do want it to have an organic feel to it. I'm just going to build up my my card using different sort of textures and different sort of elements as well. But I love this die. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know where it came from because it was gifted to me by a dear family friend, so unfortunately I can't tell you where to buy it. There might be a code on it which I could have a look once I've So I'm just sort of ripping around the edge really, because we are going to I'm going to treat it as if it was a chipboard, so as if I was building up a texture with some chipboard. Okay, let's see. So it says 1169 at the bottom of it, and that one is 1126, so I don't know if that means anything, and at the top it just says S5164. So yeah, absolutely gorgeous product, I'm not going to lie, and it really works well as well. And you can build it so that it can be like a longer bit, which I think is quite nice. Grateful Lattice, that one is called, and these are just called Grand Decorative Circle ones. So yeah, I don't use dies a lot, but they are nice. Okay, so we are just going to rip these, so just to, yeah, there. So I'm quite liking that. I think I might make this quite mixed media card actually, so I might get some mediums out. I'm thinking, yeah, right, I'm not going to use all the bits at all. Right, what colour do I want? So I'm thinking I want like a paint wash. Right, I think, let me think. Right, I think I'm going to go and get my gouache out, and then I will be back. Okay, so I'm back. Right, no, we don't want blues. Oh, might add some browns and golds, and then we've got the pinks. So I want it so that you can actually see what I'm doing. I don't know the names of these because I very sillily put them in and didn't put the names in. But you can get, I do have the full pack of 60 gouache from Arteza, and that is what I am using today. Like, maybe some bronze. So I'm just spraying water on them just to reactivate them. So yeah, right, we need a paintbrush, don't we? I have just got some new ones. So they're just, then one's this one. So I got these ones from the works the other day, because a lot of my brushes now, they do need replacing. And they're really cheap. I mean, you get a pack of 9 for £3, so it really isn't bad at all. And I picked this set up because I really like the shape of this brush. So I prefer to work with the rounded brushes. I use these ones more for adding my gesso, but yeah, I just love these ones. So yeah, what is it called? Fan. So this is actually called a filbert. No, that's a filbert. Yeah, no, these must be 3 3/8. No, it's an angular. Yeah, well, whatever it is, I don't know. Right, I'm not sure how well it's going to take it, because this is not waterproof card. Not waterproof. Oh dear, my words today. It's not watercolour card, so I'm not sure how well it's going to take. But I am going to bring in just lots of colours. So I'm going to start with the lighter colours. I mean, that's really light. But actually, what about really dark pink? I'll try that one. So I'm really just having a play. You know, when you just have something in your in your mind that you want to go with. Well, that's what I'm sort of. Whether or not it's going to work, I don't know. But this whole centre, I am going to paint this gorgeous bright pink, because I just think it's lovely. Most of this will be covered, so I'm not worried just at this second how it's looking. I am just going in with the colour and yeah, playing, having fun, because that is what crafting is all about. So yeah, so that's that. Do I have a clean water? I don't think I do, but that one will do. Okay. Let me dry this quickly. Okay, so I've just given it a quick blast, but I'm liking this copper, so I think I want to add some copper into it. Actually, we'll add some copper splashes. Add quite a bit. There. It's just building up that sort of yeah, just building up layers and working with it until you've got it sort of right. Like I say, I'm having a play. I'm not sort of taking it very seriously. I'm experimenting. I wanted to play with these dyes that I knew that I had. So yeah, so that's really it. Now I've got this absolutely gorgeous like brownie pink colour, so I want to add that in as well, just to tone down just a little bit of that gorgeous bright pink. And don't forget, most of this will be covered with elements. I think the last thing is I'm thinking we'll bring this dark colour in again, and we'll do splashes with this one. Yeah, why not? Oh, perfect. So now that that's done, I'm going to leave this to dry. So we'll put this off to the side. So loving that background. Excuse me. So just really, really pretty. Excuse me. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is, where is my image? Now, I'm not sure if my print ink is waterproof. I have a feeling it isn't, and I think that as soon as I put water on it, it will bleed out. Yeah, it's going to make it dark and murky. Should I try it anyway? Because as long as we've got the water on, because I don't want to sort of fully colour it, I'd like to sort of just drop some colours onto it, yeah, and see what happens. Do something a bit different other than using pens. So just drop the colour on, and I am just going to put it in random places, even like around the outside as well, just because why not. And then we will fussy cut her out when she is done. One thing that will go quite nicely, let's have some of this pearl. So we do want it transparent, so I'm not putting a load of pigment onto my brush. Right. And then what about a bit of this gorgeous bright, yeah, why not. Right, we do need some water in that, because I don't, like I said, I don't want it opaque. We do want it so that you can see the image underneath. Oh, how gorgeous is she looking? So you don't have to colour it slightly. I mean, you could do this with your distress inks. You could do it with anything really. I think a bit of this. So I'm just dotting it all around. And then I think we will dry it and then see what happens. So I will dry this off camera and then I will come back to you. Right, Right, okay, so I've done that and it's just about dry. So around the image is, now I am going to bring in my pro markers because I would like to highlight the face. So I am going to colour in the face with my pro markers just so that we can sort of see where her eyes and stuff are. But I am using just pale colours. So I don't think I want to bring in really bright colours. So let's do her cheeks. And I think I'm also going to bring in my black pen, and then all of these circles I'm going to colour in black, just like this, because why not? And then just because the image is sort of slightly faded, although I don't know if I want to, I quite like her as she is. So, last little bit. Yep. Okay, where did I get this from? There. So let me bring in, so I'm just bringing in, this is a 0.6 uni pin fine liner pen, and I'm just going to go around all of the edges just so that we can see the image better. There, and just so that certain areas of her dress sort of stand out. So I'm not doing it to all, and just to a few little parts, because I'm not very good at drawing. How Julia comes up with these, I will never know. I just think they're absolutely amazing. So if you'd like this set of digi stamps, you can get them from Julia's shop, so there will be a link to her shop in the description box below, so do go and check it out. So like I say, I'm not doing all of it because I don't want to, I just want to do a few little bits, because otherwise I will spoil it, and I don't want to spoil. There, just this little bit of hair. Yeah. So her cheeks. I'm making a mess of this, but it looks okay. Her nose, her mouth. There we go. Right. Yeah, I don't want to add any more black to it. I think that is perfect. I love the bit that some bits stand out, some bits don't. I just really like it. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is, if I know what I've done with them, is find my fussy cutting scissors. Now they were in my box, and then obviously I have moved them because, yep, it's something that I would do. There they are. So we are going to fussy cut her out. Just check I'm recording, I am. But I do want to keep some of that gorgeous background, because it's just absolutely gorgeous. So I am keeping quite a wide border. And then she will be one of the focal points to our card. So I am using Tilly Tots, so they are 4 girls within this collection. All of them are gorgeous. Absolutely love it, like loads. It's just super cute. Okay. And there we have it. So that is that. Let me bring my card back in. Right, so we are still wet, so I'm going to go off camera, I'm going to dry this, and then I will be back. Right, okay, so first thing that I am going to do is I'm going to grab some of these bits and I am going to stick them on. So I'm just going to use my wet glue. Let's get rid of that dry bit. Now I will be doodling on this card. This is a type of card that I'm more than happy to doodle on. I like doodling. So I'm just putting just a little bit of glue. We don't need a huge amount. Yeah, I can hear a little lady coming. And then we're just going to stick this down. So it isn't quite dry, the paint. But yeah. Okay, so there we go, and then I'm thinking that I would like another bit of lady, what are you doing? I don't think you're allowed in there, are you? Huh? So Lady has decided, for any of you who don't know, in November last year we got ourselves a little puppy called Lady. So she's 8 months this month, but she is trouble. She's the biggest trouble you could ever possibly imagine, but she's worth all the trouble. Right, okay, so now I'm going in with these bits. I mean, they're absolutely gorgeous and I don't think we should waste them. So I'm just going in and I'm going to do some sort of just on top of the trellis bit, and then we'll do some, so just to sort of go around here. We will be putting some black around these so that they do stand out. But yeah, loving how they are looking. And I will keep these. I will put them in my stash busting box. So for any of you that don't know, I do have a huge stash busting box that I aim to use by the end of the year. So I'm thinking by the time October, November comes, whatever's left in that box, I will see what I can make from it and just keep going until it's all gone. So that's the plan anyway, because I think it'd be nice to actually use some stuff up. Is by the sounds of it, Lady's gone upstairs. Oh, look, doesn't she look so cute? Right. Okay, I'm going to get this book out, so let me just pop that there, and see what bits and pieces we've got that we can add. So I like this floral bit, if I can get it out. Like this. I'm thinking I want to sort of have the floral elements coming up off the trellis. I think that will be really, really nice. Here's some more bits. So maybe just like that. Got all of there. Must have something else. Ooh. I like that sentiment, you are loved. So I think that might work. I think the black against, oh, and look at that, I've just, you are loved, but it's fine, we can sort it. Let's get the D. It's the only thing I've found with when they do words in books like this, they tend to tear on me. It might be because I'm quite heavy-handed. Right, and then I think this one as well. I love that butterfly, maybe up at the top there. Yeah. why not? Okay, do I want a butterfly? I think adding that tail might be nice. Maybe 2 butterflies. Yeah, right, okay. So, this is what we're coming up with so far. It's not looking too bad. So let me get rid of these a second. So we sort of know what we're doing. First things first, I would like to come in with, let's have a look, a black pen. So, there we go. And then I think just going around each one. Just for, it's more, I think, just for contrast, because you can really you can't sort of see them with the background. They sort of blend in. Normally it wouldn't bother me, but yeah, I think the style of card that I'm going for very, I don't know, rustic, very organic, with more about playing and having a play with the different elements more than actually putting the card together, I think. She says. So the weather is horrible. I'm so looking forward to when summer comes. I love winter, especially over Christmas, and I love January, but then when it starts getting to the end of February, March, I hate it. So by the time this goes up, I think it'll be March now. So it's nearly the end of February. So I know that this can't go up until after the 29th of February, because that is when the toadstool tots are released. But I didn't actually come on intending to use the toadstool tots, but I think I just love them that much. I just had to have another play with them. So I'm just doing a squiggly border edge, so nothing really fancy. It's just a line, a squiggle. So yeah, anyone can do it. And you know, I would recommend having a play with doodling, because you wouldn't believe how relaxing it can actually be. I do love doodling. I got the border, it was our lovely Julia who got me into more doodling. I used to do it before, but not as much, and now I just love doodling. Yeah, I really love doodling. Now I'm going to come in with my black pen, and I am going to edge her so that so she stands out a bit more, because I don't feel like she is standing out. So let's get this. I do love that gouache colour on it as well. I think that's lovely. There we go. Here, that's better. Right, I am going to put her, so I'm going to stick her down first, because and then we can work around her. So I've just got some foam pads, which are super huge, but that is fine. I just need to cut that in half. There we go, that's better. And then this one, I'll just put there like that. Okay, so I've left, as you can see, I have left a bit of room around her so that we can tuck a few things in. So yeah, right, so she's just going to sit there. So, and then I do feel like we need to put something else up. Because it is sagging a bit too much. I don't want it to, so we can just cut, there we go, that's better. We can always just cut the elements down. Okay, so I'm thinking that one there. So I'm just using my tacky glue to stick these down. And then we've got these lovely elements. And normally I would break them up, but I'm feeling like they're working quite well. So we won't, I don't think I want that bit. Do I want that there? Oh. Yeah, right. Okay, last bit. Actually, oh, do you know what? I think I do. I think I want that one there. Okay, so let's stick that one in there like that. Now, we do have our sentiment. So again, I'm just going to use my glue to stick this down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it so that it goes over the flowers. What you doing, lady? So lady has come to see me, but my room's a mess, so the chances are she is going to find something, pick it up and eat it. There's the D. So you are loved. We just need to put our D on. Hello, lady. Okay, and then we'll put that on there. Right. Oh, I like that. See how it stands. Oh, perfect. It stands. So, I think the last thing I want to do is, I think I want to add some black splashes. So let me just put some water in my black. Because I think black splashes would look nice. And that's the beauty about this gouache as well. You can actually do really, really nice splatters with it. So I'm just reactivating this one. So I want it so that it's really nice. There is bits. I'm thinking I don't want that bit. So I don't want the butterfly. I don't want that big flower bit or that butterfly, but the rest we can have splatters on. Yeah. Why is it? I'm trying to get in this spot here. There we go. Right. Okay. So a bit of a quirky card today. Very sort of busy and full on, but I like it. I think it's very, very quirky. Yeah, I really like it. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Please do give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video very soon. But until then, happy crafting. Bye.